Hey guys, welcome to the Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. Today what we're going to do is go through my two main archery bins that I kept or my hunting bins that I took with me from Michigan when we moved. I consolidated a lot of stuff into here and I haven't been through it too much yet, but I got them. I got bins everywhere of hunting stuff all over, but these are my two what I consider my spare parts bins of just pieces and things that I saved that I want or extras that I got, that kind of thing. So I got this one right here, and we have this one right here, and we're going to go through them and see what's in them. Like I said, I honestly don't know. I haven't dug that deep into them to see, so we're going to go through them. But I also, because this is just a fun, for the heck of it, non-really educational video, just a fun thing. Right here is where I'm going to do what's going to be the thumbnail on this, so watch me smile real pretty for everything. There you go, that's my thumbnail that I'll use for this. So, but we're going to just go through these and see what's in them. I'm going to set this one off for a minute. We'll come back to it. But let's see what we got in these things. Like I said, you know, I've been bow hunting since I was 19 years old, and I am almost 50. So 30 years of bow hunting stuff. And I, you know, like I said, threw a lot of stuff out when I moved here. I did go through and consolidate them down to about 4, but let's see what we got here. So we got rope that I use for my tether lines. This is that 8.4 mil Sterling Duetto wet rope that I use, dynamic. We got more of my rope for my my lineman belts, which I'm getting pretty low on. It's probably only about 2 or 3 lineman belts in there. And what else we got in here? I'll bring stuff around, or I'll show you here. So this one here is all fire starters and survival blankets. We have survival blankets, we have fighter starters, and if I open this, this here is all original fire steels that we have. Whew, hasn't been opened in a while. I think that's one I made on a lanyard. Yeah, but fire steels, I got some little ones in here that I made for key rings. But these are all ferrocerium rods is what they are for fire steels. Like I said, on my keychain I have now in my truck with all my trailer keys and everything on it. I actually have one of those little ferrocerium rods on there. I love those. So just an old container of ferrocerium rods in there. So we got that. And like I said, these are a bunch of, you know, there's some magnesium fire starters. And the rest looks like it's all basically those silver poncho style survival blankets. These things are super valuable. They come in so handy. So when I find most of the stuff in here, I buy it on sale, or I buy it because I want extras of it and they're getting ready to not make it. This is a Great Northern quiver that I bought. Is there a date on this, I'm wondering? No. Not on the price code. Yeah. $11.95. $11.95. I'm assuming that's a date code on there of $11.95, but that is a original Great Northern 5-arrow left-handed longbow model that when I bought my first one, I loved it so much. Shortly after, I went and bought another one. Got the old gripper style in there, but this would be technically my 4th one of these. I have 3 other ones, but this one apparently for some reason I never really used much, but I have it. Is a spare one. This bag here, believe it or not, as crazy as this sounds, give you an example of what a hoarder I can be. This is all neat tabs. This is all my left-handed neat shooting tabs, and I'll bet there's 40 of them in here. Okay, your neat shooting tabs. These are the ones I use, and I showed you a video on how I modify and change them. Look at how they've even changed all their logos over the years. But I mean, that's what they're all the same. They are all a neat shooting tab that I rip out the centerpiece out of them, and I glue that piece together so that they work like that. For me is how I shoot them. And like I said, there's probably 40 of them in here. I'll never have to buy another tab again in the rest of my life. There's tons of them in here. Oh, wait, there's a different one. What's that? That's probably Tina's. Her Black Widow tabs that she loves. Yep. There's one of Tina's 3-under Black Widow tabs. But the rest are all my neat pinch-free style tabs. And like I said, there's probably 40 of them in here. So those are always good to have. It's nice to have some extra tabs when you need an extra tab. Nebo's Best lanterns ever made. They are awesome. Nebo Poppy. I'll put links to some of this stuff below for you if it's still made. But this thing here, is it on? Yeah, so it works, but it's that way, or you can run it out the bottom by closing it and then turning it on. Now it's a light on the bottom, or you pull it up and it becomes a light on the top, but watch this. It is dimmable. When I press and hold that button, look. Dims down, it's going to go back up bright. Love it. Awesome. Like, excuse me. Nebo's incredible. And I can unhook this from the handle from my flashlight, spin it around this side, and make it into a, so it is set up. Let me get that one in. And now it can be a hanging lantern like that. Love the Nebo lights. I have my camera arm in here, which I don't use. I'm just not a camera arm kind of guy. But that is that DIY or do-it-yourself bow hunter arm. And I've made some mods and some changes to mine with some of the different straps and things like that I wanted to do. And it has that small rig, that ultra tiny small rig fluid head, man. That head is butter smooth and just amazing. That's made by Small Rig. And when I did the video review on this, I showed you that whole thing. And I even took off the original, it had that 3D printed bracket on the back. I took it off and put an old Beast standoff on there like that because I liked it better being aluminum. So, but like I said, awesome camera arm. I don't use the camera arm very often. So it now lives in here. What do we got here? We got more of that purple rope that I use for my tethers, and some accessory rope, and some loops, some what do they call them? Like I use them for aiders, but mountain climbing loops is what they are. Basically just circle loops. I'm not going to undo that, but these loops right here, you can see them on here, but they're these, they're sewn fabric loops. They're rated for like 24, 22 kilonewtons, but they're just a fabric loop like I use as my aiders. But some of that kind of stuff, and then that 7mm accessory line that's in there right there, that green stuff. Whole roll of that. So we got rolls of that in there. This is my rope bag, which is basically just a whole bunch of spare ropes. Paracord, 3mm, ultra thick 750 cord, accessory line on here, 7mm accessory rope. We got just all kinds of little ropes that I buy when I find them on sale, and I use them for so many different things. They just come in real handy. So can't ever have enough rope. So I keep a ton of rope in there. Got that kind of stuff in there. Here we have Pure. Remember when I used to make these? They haven't even made these in so long. I don't know if I'd even trust using it. Is this a Pure? Is this a Sweetwater? What do I got in here? This is one of my water filters from back in the day. Okay, yeah, this is the Sweetwater one. It's in a Pure bag, but you put this whole thing together. It's a water, you lock it on. Where's my? I gotta pop the pin, put it together, but it's actually water purification unit in there. And again, some of the stuff I have, I've had it for 30 years, and some of it you can see I haven't messed with it in a few years, but it's still pretty stained up. But like I said, some of the stuff I could probably throw out. I don't even know if it would still work. I'm not sure if the filters would still even be good. I know when I used them, I always took the filters out and, like I said, replaced them after a while. But that is a water filter there. The best ever. This is a spare. I have another spare in here we'll show you. But the best camp kettle for making hot chocolate that there is. I will show you another one. I think there's another one in here somewhere. I thought I had two of them. I'm sure we'll come across. If I don't, I'll come back to that. A bow stringer, spare bow stringer, always good to have. I thought I had a bag of them, so that might have to go in a bag. This is a small camp kit that I've used many times, but just a small one of those standardized camp kits that we can use for boiling water, a single person camp kit setup, and I got a dish soap rag and some laundry soap in there, but that's my little personal when it's just me going. I don't use it very often anymore because I have the full-size one, and I'm always taking a bigger tent. So, but it is a small one-person or two-people camp kit. Just that's the rope. This is the rope that purple rope is that I use for my tethers. That's what I use for all of this purple rope you see down here on the bottom for my tether lines. Another Nebo Poppy. Gotta have them. Love the Nebos. This is just a case that my GoPro came in, and I may find someday a use for it. So I really like it, so I saved it. What do we got here? We got 3 more stringers, 3 more recurve stringers, so that's good. So here's another one. So we got a bunch of recurve stringers. As a matter of fact, we're going to stick this right in there so we have all of them together. So we got lots of recurve bow stringers. Just that, again, staple items, worth having. Some of the cheaper tent stakes that I use for like camp awnings and stuff like that. But we got some sand stakes in here, so it's just a ditty bag of tent stakes. We have another spare lineman belt rope. This usually goes with me on my hunting trips. This actually probably, unless I have the other one in there, this has got to go with me. But I keep this in my thing. It's not a full, setup with the rope man ascenders on there and stuff. But if I were to somehow on a trip take my saw and accidentally cut my rope, here's a spare rope. I'm leaving that out because I want that with me in my stuff. But it's nice to have that extra rope in case I cut it by chance when I'm on a hunting trip. So that comes in real handy. Another water purification setup here that, again, not really used yet here. Paracord, can't have enough paracord. And what else we got here? More of that 7mm accessory line. That's what this is. This is climbing grade 7mm accessory line. Very heavy duty, very high quality. You could actually suspend yourself from that stuff and not worry about it breaking. Works really good. Here's more of that, same thing. This one I actually used one time as a haul rope, as a pull-up rope. Now when I was filming and I was running a camera and I was hauling camera gear up the tree with me in my pack was real heavy. So I was using this as a haul rope for that. So I had my bow on this end and I had my pack hooked to a carabiner here, but this heavier, thicker rope was a lot easier for me to pull up without cutting into my hands. So this is actually a haul rope that I use when it's like that. And when I go on my out-of-state trips, I actually throw this in my bag, and sometimes I'll use it with the frame packs that are heavier, and I'm carrying, if I got 3 full 1-liter bottles of water and lunch and breakfast in there, and I add all that weight, I like bringing this one. It's just sometimes easier to haul stuff up with. Here's more of that 750 rope. This is what I use now all the time, so it kind of gives you a comparison. Okay, you can see they're both not too super different in size. This is 750 paracord. This is that 7mm accessory line. But this, I've been real happy. This is a lot lighter, and it works real good. But this is at 750. Currently got all pulled out. Like I said, this stuff has traveled, across the country, been packed in U-Hauls, and been through a lot. This is my first time going through it. But this 750 cord is fantastic stuff. Very, very good. I'm going to actually put all these in my little rope bag. Better to organize stuff as I'm going here. Kind of tuck it all in there. Stuff dropping. We need more table space, but we're almost through this one. And again, I will show you that thing pretty quick. Another one of these, because I love them, I carry my hot chocolate in these. When I go to stand, they work really good. They're wide mouth. I don't use them for water much, but down here with my other ones, they don't have the neck, but I'll fill them with ice and I keep them in my pack. I'll pour my water in them as I need them. Canister stove and one of the original, look at this. This is what we call a 30-year-old, still works today, Whisper Light stove. Oh, look at that little dude. You pop this out of the way, pull that out, spin the legs. I bet they still make it today. Goes right around like this. Okay, and that is your Whisper Light stove and canister. And I got all 3 rebuild parts or kits in here to rebuild the whole thing. Like I said, just an incredible stove. Never get rid of it. I love this stove, and like I said, it's just bomb proof, and I've always loved it. So fantastic little. It's my favorite little backpacking camp stove, although I don't backpack no more. So, but that's there. And put this stuff back up here. We're losing a lot of it. Okay, another just piece of paracord. Throw it in our little rope pouch here. Random stuff. Here is the original bracket off that camera arm, and as you can see, even from me just practicing with it, just testing, you can see it started getting chewed up pretty good in here, and I was worried about if I pressed too hard I could actually snap and break that. You know, if I put that on a tree and cam buckled too hard, I was afraid I'd snap that, and that worried me, so that's why I made that. I went with that one off of the antler bracket from the bee stand. A couple of those little quick survival straws. Compasses, gotta have compasses. These are all compasses. I use these ones religiously. I don't think I have a pre-made one in here, do I? The way I make them? No, I do not. Come on. Why is everything dropping? But I take these compasses, I love them. And then what I do is I take them on my grinder and I grind all this extra crap off so it's almost a circle, and it's the compasses I use in my pocket all the time. Straight up love them. I don't care if it's made by Silva, I don't care if it's made by Brunton, but I got a lot of these. But they are my favorite compasses to use for that. These are great too. Love these little ones like this also. I think I got some more of them loose that gotta go into here. But I keep dropping stuff off my table. Make sure my light still works. Test the durability of the poppy. Oh, we popped the whole battery cap off. Whole battery thing came out. Yeah, so we'll have to fix that, put that back together. But compasses right here. And what else do I think I saw more compasses in here, but pretty soon I'm going to have to start putting stuff back in here. A file brush. Got to have a file brush for cleaning your files. Arm guard. Here's another one of those compasses right here. We're going to throw that into this bag. It's come in handy. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Camera just died out on me there, just turned off. I had to just reset the battery on there. But anyway, compasses there as I was just showing you. Two more of these red straps. These are those ones that I found at that one truck stop years ago, and I use them on my tree stands, and everybody's like, where did you find those red straps? I got one more set of them here that I bought at the same time. Cannot find them anymore. They are a tarp strap. They're what they call themselves a 10-inch tarp strap is what it is. And but like I said, I love these on my stands because when I leave that lay at the base of the tree, real easy to find them. So that's nice. I got two of these. Matter of fact, before I put this stuff away, I'm going to actually zip tie or tape them together so they're together as a set. Just a Gorilla Pod legs right here. They come in real handy. Rattling bag. Notice it's in here. I don't mess with any of that crap anymore. Magnifying glasses. Always carry one of these wallet-sized magnifiers in your pocket or in your wallet. One of these is in my wallet right now. And the beauty, you get them right at Walmart or anything. These are at Walmart. Two of them for $4, a 2-pack. But what's nice is not only do you have a 2x and a 4x magnifier on them. They're perfect for seeing splinters or ticks when you're in the woods, getting them out, but they're also great fire starters if you know how to find false fungus and stuff like that. Tinder fungus, you can actually create fire with them too, so they're another source. So very handy. I always keep one in my wallet at all times, and I make Tina carry one too. Here's kind of a gold mine here. We got a few carabiners. So as you can see, I like carabiners. Most of these are climbing rated. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 rope man number 1s. Don't ask me for one if you did not get one, and I apologize. But if you waited until September to order it, and everybody told you they're all sold out, don't think you're going to call and get mine because I'm not selling them to you, and I'm not giving them to you. I'm not letting them go. But I have 3 brand new ones, and my one of the first ones I ever used just because it's a spare on here. But I got all these rope man 1s, so I am set if I need to make more lineman belts, and a ton of climbing carabiners on there. So they're always handy to have. Again, when I find stuff on sale, I usually buy it. We're going to leave them in here because I am running out of room. We have, I didn't even know I had these. I'm going to need these for my stand, but we got more yak grips so we can replace the grips on them. And I know those are getting pretty bad. These are staying out because we're going to need those to do, it's going to be a project here pretty soon. Here is that other, what do we got on here? Those are some other little backup straps. Are those 10-inch? You say 14s. But I don't know if it's 10 or 14 inches total, but these are another set of straps here. But this is that awesome. This is this Optimus cattle right here that I was telling you about. I love this kettle. Here's another one. I like it so much I have 3. One, it's in my camp kit now. That one is a spare. This one is a spare right here. Just love this kettle for heating up like hot chocolate or things like that. It's shallow for a full cup, and it's flat on the bottom, and this thing heats up in like 30 seconds. I love it. And it weighs next to nothing, being aluminum or whatever it is. And they weren't expensive. I'll put a link to them on Amazon, but love them. That's why I have a few of them. What else we got in here? Mini rolls of duct tape. Can't ever have enough mini rolls of duct tape. Another game bag. Swiss Tech. We got... Whew. See, this is the beauty of having stuff, or, you know, when you find something you like, saving it and keeping it, okay? So I got 3 of these left. What this is this right here. My favorite ever made multi-tool, okay? Because now they still make one like this, where it's pliers, but mine has got the 2 extra small, so you got 2 Phillips and 2 flatheads, and the wire cutters and the pliers in them. Incredible. And they quit making them about 10 years ago, and I bought like 8 of them. And Bella snagged 2 of them, one, and then she lost it, and she took another one from me. But these things are like gold. I'll show you here what they're... Let me open it here. But these things are... I'm down to my last 3 plus that one, but look at that. Hoo-hoo-hoo. That is just a thing of beauty right there. So it's nice to know, like I said, I got 3 of them left. Hopefully they last me the rest of my life, because there's no other multi-tool out there that I would rather carry in my pocket as functional as this one is for how light, little, and small and out of the way it is. Love these. So I have 3 of them left right here. Oh look, another rattle bag. In case I didn't know I had the first one. We got my original ARS 16 saw. Love this saw. I used it for like 8 straight years or whatever it's been. The thing's incredible. I got the other one now, but and a different ARS saw, but love it. Oh, we got another compass, another one of those glow-in-the-dark Brunton compasses. Like I said, I think a few of these bags opened up on me on the route down. We'll put some of this stuff back in where it goes. Slide that over here. Can never have enough of these containers. I use them for to hold all my milkweed and stuff like that. So these are those little waterproof match containers. Love them. And there's a garbage bag. This was my original. If you watch my video, going back like 7, 8, 10 years ago, I made a video on that backcountry hoist. This is that backcountry hoist system right here with extra chain links and all this stuff. This is 2 full backcountry hoists in this bag if I want to take one that I made. I did a video on it years and years ago, and those are still the originals of that. I can never have enough of these straps for my tree stands. When I find them in this size, I buy them just to have them in case I ever need them. So that's good. Here's more of that accessory rope. Good to have. A lens case from Low Pro, which I love. I use it for all kinds of things when I'm on camera stuff or bringing things with me. I had some ideas with it. It's our compasses. Arm guards. I don't even wear an arm guard anymore. I haven't worn an arm guard in probably 5 years, but as you can see here, I have, what do we got in here? I like these original ones, okay? These are the ones I've been using forever. They're just a simple, it's the same as the one I do still carry in my pack if I ever needed to, but it is your classic, simple leather Wyandotte Leather Company. Okay, Wyandotte Leather Company arm guard. I always cut that little edge off, that front edge off. I sliced that right off. But we have got, let me see, and then I use the elastic. I don't use their cords they come with. I always use this elastic stuff on here like that for them when I made them. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 arm guards. 7 arm guards in this bag that have never been used. All leather. God, that's probably worth like $1,000 today. I'm kidding, but I mean, prices and stuff. I'll bet I paid 10 bucks a piece for these when I bought them all those, you know, whatever, 20 something years ago. But it's good to have spare parts. Another other haul line that I at one time or another used for pulling bows up. They don't make these anymore, but they were pretty cool. This holds 5, right? 1, 2, 4, 6 shot of CR123 batteries. This is from Surefire made this, but it's waterproof container that holds 6 CR123 batteries. Those are nice. I still use a lot of those. And we got lens cleaners. Remember that? I love these old stick things. I got a couple of gloves. I don't have a lot of gloves left, but here's a couple of shooting gloves. These were cool. Remember, I don't know if people make these anymore, but these were awesome. These pen lens cleaners. Okay, this side was a brush. Okay, so you could clean your lens with that, and you also had on this side a brush, and then and then this side was your you know, your microfiber wipe on there. But those little lens pens, a couple of those. Like I said, I don't even know if they make stuff like that anymore. This was extra. Do I got extra tips in here? No. But here's another one of these orange match containers. This one, apparently, I was using it for X-Jet tips for pressure washing. I probably decided not to and saved it. This is just a, this is some tubular webbing, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If it is, yeah. Tubular webbing pieces, okay? So these are, you can open tubular webbing up. It's, you know, so it's tubular. But these go over my straps and they make fantastic abrasion guards. So I got a bag full of tubular webbing on that. I'm going to actually leave those out so I can write tubular webbing on them. Another little camera pouch here. And another one of these straps here that goes right here for tree stand stuff. Silky Pocket Boy, another awesome saw. Carried it for many years, love it. Put that over here. Here's those loops I was talking about. Here's more of them. Okay, right here, these are those little 12-inch, whatever they call them. I can't remember what they're called, but they're mountain climbing slings. That's what it is. Mountain climbing slings. These things are very, very handy. They come in handy. Get used a lot of stuff. I like the 2-footer ones. I actually use 2-footers as an actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Aider on my tree stands. V bracket for the top of a walking stick. Another little round pin-on compass. Another pin-on compass. Another little strap. And then it pretty much wipes it out except for this. This is pretty cool. This little Night It, but it's a small little folding. You can see it folds up next to nothing. But it is a orange rag, which I loved, and I carried this when I went on my out-of-state hunt, so if I killed a buck, I would actually just wrap this in his antlers when he was on top of my backpack to prevent people from shooting at him. Now I actually have an orange vest that does the same thing, that folds up next to nothing, but that's what I bought this for, just a small little compact orange rag that fits into its own little pouch, very small like this, and was very easy to throw on there as a safety precaution. So that pretty much does this whole bin here. Those are the arm guards, those are all the compasses, and you guys already saw all my carabiners and all that, so that's it. So that does this bin. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, put all this crap back, we'll go look in the other one. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, because there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Alright, this bin is going to be less than that one. This is a smaller one, and I think this is a lot of more tree stand stuff, things like that, but see what we got in here. What do we have here? This is just a bag. I think this is just where I keep, yeah, it's just all kinds of little stuff sacks and bags. I buy stuff, they come in a bag, I save it, I like them, I use them for different things. So just a bag. This is another Mystery Ranch hip belt for my Mystery Ranch Pintler backpack. Another one right here, just so I got a spare. I don't remember why I bought it, but it was on sale on a major clearance or whatever it was, I can't remember. But anyway, I saw it, it was dirt cheap, so I bought it. I'm like, heck, you know, I love that pack. Some of these big Ziploc bags, stuff I use for when I'm packing gear. Game bags, like I said, I use pillowcases now, but game bags are good to have. Just a bunch of these 1-inch straps, just, you know, strap material and, you know, like little clamp buckles on them. This is nothing. That used to be some pins. A very old Nalgene bottle that we are not even going to save. And a bag. Apparently, for some reason, I got a bag here that says Young's General Store, Wawa, Ontario. So I must have got this bag on one of the bear hunts up there to Rick Dixon's bear hunting up in Canada when I went up there with Tina and the kids and that kind of things. Bright Eyes, remember these? I mean, they still sell them, but I got tons of them. Used to use them a lot. These Bright Eye tacks, and I still got a bunch of those. And what do we got here? This little chair is pretty sweet. This is one of these little bitty chairs. I don't remember where I got it, but it's one of those small little fold up. You know, I saved it because I thought, you know what, when I'm ground hunting, I might actually like it. Because this thing weighs next to nothing, and it fits right in here pretty good. And like I said, the cord just snags on everything. It's pointless to have the drawstring cord. but one of these little bitty folding flipper upper. Here's the base right there. You take the two ends of this, they clamp into itself right here, and then this one stretches over here and they clamp into itself here. And it's just a small, compact, perfect little seat right there that you can sit on. Got its own little base. Very nice, very lightweight, very simple, and very fast, and it's quiet, okay? And it's got a little flex, and you can move on it, all right? And like I said, it's pretty comfortable. And to take it down, all you do is pop this off like that. You roll this up. I thought it was pretty genius when I saw it. I don't know where it comes from, where I got it, what it was, but I figured I'm keeping it because down here it'll come in handy. These fold down, that folds down, that folds down. This goes with it right there like that. You could probably, if I was using a lot, I'd just throw it in my pack like this because this little stuff sack sucks. But for keeping it together while I'm not using it, this works pretty good. But there it is. Just a perfect little simple stool that I saw, and I was impressed with, and so here it is, we have it. So that's what that is. What do we got here? Where are all these? What am I looking at here? Oh, tree stand ropes and old stuff. Remember these from back in the day? How about this for old school? These were those connector straps from the old tree stand belts we used to get, tree stand safety belts, and then this would be the connector. So you'd have this belt here that goes around the tree, then the bottom belt would go around your body, and that was your connector piece between these. I don't know why I saved those, but had a few of them. In there, and the rest of this is Lone Wolf. This is all Lone Wolf climbing. Which way is this open? Lone Wolf. These are a bunch of Lone Wolf lineman belts. Original Lone Wolf lineman belt setups here, where they got the one end done, this end, and it's a Prusik knot, slides on there. But the originals that came with all the tree stands that I got from Lone Wolf, got bunches of them. Right here too, same thing, never even used, but it's a Prusik style lineman belt, Lone Wolf lineman belt. And then we got some Lone Wolf directions on a tree stand. Lone Wolf is gone now, and they're not even supporting their own people anymore. The people that have the climbers and stuff like that, they're no longer even doing for them anymore. They're not making the climbing belts. They're not making more cables. Lone Wolf can, Noviks in general too, they can kiss my butt, like I said, with what they've done for how they just abandoned. Now maybe they changed their mind, it's different now, but the rumors I heard is they were abandoning anything that was Lone Wolf, and that's wrong, because oh, it pisses me off. Another Prusik style lineman belt from back in the day, we're throwing that out too. That one's all beat up. What do we got here? This is, I think, is another yeah, another purifier, another hiker style purifier, water purifier from back in the days when I used to actually drink water out of streams and stuff like that. Now I drink it out of the faucet in a hotel room or out of my bucket in camp. So a whole different world. Nets, head nets. Okay, these are good. Show you a trick with a head net. Always use a marker. Okay, so let me show you the difference here. So if I put it on this way, okay, let me let you look at me. Okay, right now that's very hard to see out of for me. I can't see anything out of that because of all the reflection I get from the mask. If you use a Sharpie marker and you draw on the front of that with black Sharpie marker, I can see out of here 1,000 times better because of that black Sharpie marker that's on there. It just makes it so much easier to see. So a little tip for you on a head net. They come in real handy on bear hunts. They're very, very handy on bear hunts for sitting in stands. Another one of these binocular harnesses. This is a Swarovski one. Shown those before. Got more harnesses right here. Right, what is this? No, this is one of the original. Whew, that is a Tactus saddle. One of Tactus Saddle's original saddles right there from when he first started a couple years ago. That's nice to have. If I ever want a saddle hunt, I got a couple of his saddles here still. This is more binocular harnesses, like I just showed you. These kind of harnesses, so we're going to put those all together in this bag. Like I said, some of this stuff just kind of shifted and blew open on the way down here from Michigan, and first time taking a minute going through it. So there we go. Turkey slate call, or box call. Oh, it's even broke. It got destroyed and broke. Still works, we're keeping it, but it's all chipped up and broke. More of those Ziploc bags right here. Knife sharpener that I built many years ago. I've done videos on this about 10 years or 12 years ago. But you know, what you do is you just take this piece of wood, sand it down nice. Okay, it's a piece of 1x. Use your saw and you just run 2 cuts worth of saw blades through there so that you can fit these clips in there. And now you can put sandpaper pieces that you buy right at Walmart that fit perfect right on there, and you can sharpen your knives. I got like 6 more of these in the drawers. I got tons of these. But that I'm going to leave out though, because I do got tons of them over there. So this stuff here. Bandana, just because a bandana is cool to have, I guess. Paracord, more rope, more game bags. My Allen tree straps. Best tree stand straps there is. I think I got another set hanging here somewhere. Like I said, I got stuff everywhere. But these are the ones I use on all my stands and have for all these years. They're like $11 and they work incredible. I love these tree stand straps. So I got a spare set of them. Yoga block. Yoga blocks are the best option for your quiver hood foam out there today. They do not make the old, those I don't have, they're in my other garage, but I used to use the old white foam targets. They don't make those anymore, so today a yoga block, something like this, you could probably make 3 or 4 insert sets for your quiver foam out of these yoga blocks, and they cost like $6 on Amazon. So that's another option. I love denim because I use it for all my stropping, so I save the ends of old jeans. So I got a couple pairs here for stropping. As you can see, this one has been stropped out pretty hardcore over the years. Okay, it's pretty ruined, but it's still good on this side, so I save it because, like I said, I'm just that kind of person. I save that stuff. My favorite phone case ever. I know it sounds stupid, but I like this phone case. I bought it, and it fits my phones in it, and I wear it actually on the weddings. I like having it. This is actually coming out of this bin and going with me into the house, because on weddings, I got all of my lenses, everything around me, so it kind of looks like a bat belt setup, but it keeps my phone and doesn't let it fall out of my pocket. So I'm saving that out of there. And what else we got in here? We got a couple more straps for a tree stand. We are going to save that out of here too, because I keep all of those in a separate bin. I have a bin with like 15 or 20 of these, so we're going to pull that out of here and set that in another one. And that's just a cheap hook that we don't need. That's going in the garbage. And then I still have a, this is a Molly belt system if you wanted to turn your tree stand into, and if you wanted to use your tree stand and turn it into a backpack system. So you mount this on the bottom of your stand, and you put your shoulder straps on, and then this comes around, and you buckle this, and you have your shoulder straps on. Your stand is on here, and then that way you can pack meat, everything, carry your packs, your load. I did videos on that again 8-10 years ago, and I still have one of these. They work incredible for that. Used to be where you could get these on Amazon or eBay for like 12 bucks. I'll bet now they're probably 25, but they work fantastic. It's through these straps right here. Like this is how you connect this to your tree stand base. It will end up hanging down like that underneath your tree, but it never has been a problem. I hunted with it like that for like 3 or 4 years. Loved it. And like I said, you can pack a deer out on your tree stand, making your tree stand now the pack frame. And it's that. And then these, from back in my day, 30-something years ago in engineering, I made a layout for an arrow rack, which I believe I sold or gave away before I moved. But this was, and I've shown it to you in other videos. In my videos from years ago, you'd see it up above my workbench in the garage. Well, this is my engineering base. I made this when I was in engineering, a design template, and I could just tape this on the top of that piece of 1x12 oak and then drill all those holes to get 96 arrows in it. So I saved these just because I thought if I ever wanted to make another one, I printed out more of them. So that's what these are, extras that I made, like I said, 28, 30 years ago, somewhere in there, and when I was an actual automotive engineer, and saved them so that I could use them for any of this stuff. And a lens cloth. And that wraps out the 2 spare bins of stuff that I have. So, like I said, nothing real educational here, more of just a kind of a fun, something to do kind of video. You know, gave you something to listen to, and hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.